Sugar, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Today I'll be talking about sugar, the film Fed Up, my food journal, and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. First, I'm going to be talking about sugar. Sugar was first discovered in New Guinea and was viewed as an exotic spice and medicine, but soon traveled everywhere. Sugar cane is a tropical plant that looks like bamboo and is grown in states like Texas, Florida, and Hawaii. If you look at that bottom right picture, that's pictures of sugar cane. Juices from these plants' leaves are stored in these stalks, which are extracted, purified, filtered, and crystallized, made into raw sugar. Sucrose is a chemical name for sugar and is made of glucose and fructose. Sugar cane is the most important source of sucrose in world history. All green plants make sugar through photosynthesis. You can farm sugar and other domesticated plants such as sugar maple, sugar beet, sugar palm, and sweet corn. Sugars are monosaccharides and disaccharides, which are the simplest form of carbohydrates. Monosaccharides include glucose, fructose, and others, while disaccharides include sucrose, lactose, and etc. Added sugar is any sugar that has been added during processing and packaging. You can look for added sugar on ingredients by looking for the word oats, such as fructose and dextrose, the word syrup, like corn syrup and rice syrup. Also, the word sugar is used, such as raw sugar, cane sugar, and brown sugar. Added sugar is the sugar linked to obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and cancer risk. The English and Americans are the highest consumers of sugar, which is more than 120 pounds per person per year. The American Heart Association says women are only supposed to have 6 teaspoons a day, and men only 9 teaspoons, while the average American eats 22 teaspoons of added sugar a day. Sugar is fuel to our brain, and in moderation is good for us. Neurotransmitters are not produced when there is a lack of glucose, which means cognitive function is impaired. Now I'm going to be talking about the film Fed Up and some things that I found neat. In 1981, Ronald Reagan cut $1.46 billion out of the child nutrition budget, making many schools get rid of their cooking equipment and turn to the food industry to make lunch cheap and simple. In 2006, 80% of schools operated under contracts with soda companies, and by 2012, 50% of schools served fast food. By 2010, President Obama signed a bill for healthier school lunches. A senator in Michigan wrote a letter to the Department of Agriculture to basically count pizza as a vegetable due to the tomato sauce. 2012, revised regulations were issued. The USDA increased the lunch budget for the first time in 30 years by only 6 cents. They also set a new maximum on calories and doubled the amount of fruit and vegetables, which included French fries because it was a potato and pizza due to the tomato sauce. I thought it was also neat you can be fat on the inside and skinny on the outside while still suffering from the same consequences as an obese person, such as stroke and heart attack. This is called TOFI. 40% of people still suffer from the same metabolic function, making that more than half the population. I also thought the study done on cocaine-addicted rats was neat. 43 rats were addicted to cocaine and given the choice between cocaine and sugar water. 40 of the 43 rats picked sugar water over cocaine, showing how addictive sugar really is. My food journal. I chose to do 2 separate weeks and 2 different sugars. The first week I took Sprite out of my diet. This wasn't very hard for me because I usually only have about 1 a day. Throughout that week, I didn't feel any bad reactions other than having to pee every 5 minutes due to all the water I was drinking. I actually felt better and my skin cleared up, I'm guessing from all the water. The second week, I decided to take Starburst out of my diet. I've got into a bad habit of eating Starburst 24/7 with breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack throughout the day. When removing this from my diet, I noticed I got a headache on the last 2 days and was tired. Being tired actually made me have a lack of motivation, and my meals throughout the day were worse. Instead of cooking, I chose the simple and easy route, which was microwaved items. I added the nutritional facts to the left and was surprised to see Starburst has 16 grams of sugar. After this exercise, I hope to continue to cut back on my sweets, only having a Sprite on certain occasions such as going out to eat or cutting them out, period, and trying not to grab a big bag of Starburst every time I'm going to the grocery store because out of sight, out of mind, and better choices will make me healthier and feel better all around. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. This is a term for a liver condition that affects people that don't drink alcohol. Our bodies turn sugar into glucose. While we use some of glucose right away, the rest is stored and turned into fat cells. When we eat sugar, our body releases inflammatory chemicals, and when we eat an abundant amount of sugar on a daily basis, too much of these chemicals can cause liver damage. When the liver is damaged, it doesn't function properly, meaning it can't process out toxins. Some symptoms of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease include fatigue, pain and discomfort in the upper right abdomen, and confusion. Higher risk factors include people who have had gastric bypass surgery, obesity, high cholesterol, and diabetes too. Although there's not a cure for non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, in early cases one can make lifestyle changes to repair the damage that has been done. Ways to do this is by starting a healthy diet and continuing the healthy diet, exercising on a regular basis so that the liver can gradually regenerate. If you look at the bottom picture, the left picture is of a healthy liver and the right is of a fatty liver. My works cited. These are the sources I use to find all my information, so if you guys would like to learn more about sugar or non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, please feel free to look at any of these scholarly sources. Thank you guys.